right, so here's our last video. We're gonna take this, I'll show you how to export all of this to Fusion and be able to create a really slick 3D printed bundle of Dynamite. All right, first thing we need to do is we're gonna export all of our main stuff. So we're gonna export Dynamite first. So I'm gonna right click on the Dynamite body and we're gonna do Save as Mesh. And we're gonna save it to a folder. So we're gonna make sure we say 3M format here. This should say millimeter. If not, let me know, I'll help you. A refinement is on high. I'm gonna click OK. You're going to do this. I'm actually delete all of these are old. Wait, no, I don't want to delete those. I'm gonna create a new folder in mine. You're looking for the save this on your E and R, like 3A or 7B, whatever your thumb drive on your computer. So save it there inside of your folder on that thumb drive. If you don't have one, make a folder with your name on it. And I'm going to call this 15 millimeter diameter. So I'm gonna call this first one, sorry, Dynamite. That's, I think, the first thing we clicked on, and click Save. I'm gonna do same thing for the front strap. I'm gonna say Save as Mesh, 3M high, click OK, and I'm gonna call that front strap. Actually, I'm just gonna call it strap. I don't think I'm gonna export the back strap. Now, because the front strap is the exact same thing as the back strap, I'm not gonna export the back strap. I just gotta make 2 of these when I go to PruSize. Remember to do that. Same thing's true for the back end caps. All 7 of these are the same, so I really only need to export 1 of them. So I'm gonna click down here, I'm gonna right click on this one, and I'm gonna say Save as Mesh, 3M high, click OK. I'm gonna call this a back cap, and I'm gonna say Save. All right, now the last thing I need to do is export all of these, but I can't export them one at a time because right now they're overlapping each other. So I can't print them individually, I print them as one big chunk. To do that, I'm gonna right click on my fuses component. Remember, I put all of the bodies down inside this bodies folder. So when I click on the fuses one, the highest one here, I'm gonna actually save as mesh. It's gonna save them in one file. So I could choose here 1 file or 1 file per body. I want just 1 file for all of them together as one thing. And my format's 3MF, my refinement's high, click OK. And this one I'm gonna call fuses and hit save. Awesome, I took a little bit of time because it's modeling all of them to send over. I think that's all we need here. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this again, Control S, click OK. Then I'm going to open up Prusa Slicer. I'm going to do File, Import, STL3MF files. I'm going to go 3M. I'm going to find my file. Mine was in the 15 millimeter diameter one. And this one, I'm going to print all of, I'm going to put the Dynamite first. I'm going to double click on the Dynamite to open it up. Awesome. And I don't want to print this way because right now there's nothing really touching the bed here, so it's not going to stick well, and all my circles are going to be like layers, so it's going to be ugly looking on the outside. So the way I want to do this actually is I want to create a place on face, and I'm going to place it on this face. Doesn't matter which one actually I'm placing it on. And then I'm going to hit my auto arrange button to recenter it, and it's going to print just like that. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm ready to do 0.2 millimeter quality. And that looks a little big. Let's see, scale factor, size, 45, 40, 105. Nope, that's it. That's the right one. I'm going to hit slice now. Give it a few seconds to generate all the materials for the slice. It could take a minute or two. Hopefully not a whole minute. Definitely not hopefully 2. Yay! So when it's yellow, it's almost there, but not quite. When it turns orange, it's all good. While this is happening, you can go grab the SD card from the printer you want. I'm going to choose the red printer. Okay, I've got 2 SD cards, one from the black printer, one from the red printer. I got those ready to go. And I'm just going to give a quick check. I'm going to zoom in on it and give a quick check just by doing down arrow on the keyboard. I'm looking for any places where there's going to be problems. I just love this look of the infill. It's called gyroid pattern, but it has this like wonky back and forth kind of spirally thing going on. It's going to take forever, so I'm just going to drag this down. Yeah, that looks really good. I'm going to look at the letters real quick to make sure there's nothing too bad on them. Yeah, it's not going to like printing the sides of those T's right there, like that layer right there. It's not going to like doing it, but I think it'll work. Yeah, I think it's going to work okay. We'll find out. But yeah, that's going to look sharp. And then down at the bottom here, there might be another problem right down as it goes into the, right there. So this layer here isn't actually going to be a problem, even though it is, hang on, let me fix that printer. Okay, so this layer is going to be printed over air, but it won't be a problem. I'll show you why. It's called what's called bridging. So this like light bluish color up here is called bridge, which means it's going across an opening, but it's going from one thing to another thing. So it's able to span that a little more easily. So these will print just fine. They won't look perfect, but that's okay because we're going to cover them with those black blasting caps anyway. They'll do a good job printing. All right, so this is ready to print. I'm just going to drag these up to the very top. These are ready to print. I'm going to put my SD card in. And when I do that, I think mine kicks this. Yours doesn't do this, I don't think. Yours just shows up a button down here. And we're looking for the one called Prusa, and we're going to call this one Dynamite. Good. It's 6 hours and 41 minutes for this print. Ooh, that's a long print. All right, when it's done exporting, it's going to give you a little eject button here. There it is. Click eject. Take it out, go print it. Now, once you're done printing, I'm going to come up here, I'm going to do File, Save Project. Save this project on your E&R flash drive inside your folder, not on the Prusa thing. So hopefully there's no Prusa in right now. Anyway, click Save. And I'm going to call this the Prusa platter. And that tells me that it's one of these things where I've already sliced it. 3MF files. Yeah, that should be good. Yep. Prusa platter, awesome. And then I'm going to do File and New Project. That'll get rid of the old one. And then I'm going to do File, Import. I'm going to import all the things that are going to be black. So that's the back cap, that's the fuses, that's the strap. I'm going to hold down the Control key while I click on all the things I want to bring over. Everything but the Dynamite and the Dynamite Prusa platter. Click Open. So this file contains several objects that are positioned at multiple heights. They're talking about the fuses because we made all those different things into one file. Prusa is asking you, hey, should I break those things up or should I keep them together? Should it be loaded as a single object? And for us, the answer is yes. If you were bringing over something that like 5 different things in the same file, you could say no there and Prusa would break those 5 different bodies into different objects on here, but we wanted the fuses merged together. So I'm going to click off somewhere over here where it all turns orange, and now I can come over here and click on the click on one of the objects, click on place face, and I want to rotate around. I'm going to put the fuses on their flat side this way, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab the strap here, and I'm going to choose place on face. I'm going to choose one of these flat faces. And right now I'm going to actually click off of it and then click back on it. And I'm going to do copy and paste one of them. So now I've got 2 of them. And now everything's getting confusing. So I'm going to come up here and click on the arrange one. And now I'll spread them apart a little bit. There's my back cap. So I need to do a place on face. So I click on my back cap, click on place on face, and then choose one of the faces. And then it does weird things when it places on face. You just got to auto arrange them again in the end. I'm going to hit auto arrange again. That'll bring them back. And I'm going to do copy and paste. That's 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, 6 of them, 7. They're all on top of each other. And now I'm going to do auto arrange. And now they're all around. So I'm gonna make sure I have all the right numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, awesome. That's all my pieces for the black print. This one I'm gonna do is point to quality. That looks really good. Everything there looks fantastic. Well, I can't be more excited about that. All right, let's do an auto arrange at the end here just to make sure. Yep, and now I'm gonna do a slice now. This is where if you curved your fuse too much, you might have problems printing. And we'll just take a look. So yellow means it's almost done. Orange means it's done. There it is. And now I'm going to use the arrow key to just kind of come down. And notice how I don't have any problematic places here. I'm getting really nice twist. The rope is unraveling. And this is where you might have some more problems, is down in this area here. If you put them too steep going into the other fuse, there'll be places where it turns blue on the outside. So that inside purple is no problem. It's blue on the outside that's a problem, and I don't see any in mine. This is going to print fantastic. And then the rest of it, I think, yeah, the rest of it is pretty solid. Okay. So I'm going to drag this all the way back up to the top. And then I'm going to come over here and do an export G code. Nope, not that. I'm going to put my card in. Yep, I'm going to just delete all this extra stuff on here. And then I'm going to click on this little button down here to export. And I'm going to name this straps and fuses. And then hit save. Awesome. The exporting is finished, so I'm going to eject it, pull it out, do a quick file, save project, and I'm going to do this as straps and fuses, Prusa platter. Save. That way if I need to open it later, I'll be able to. Now I'm going to take my two SD cards, one for the red, one for black, and go print them real quick. Good luck.